Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Snoops, coming back at you with another video. And in this video, guys, what we got going on right here is, of course, I'm going to be showing you a glass cleaning finisher in the power forward position. This build is actually really nice. Came across it when searching for some builds and everything. I came across this, decided to make it. I'm like, you know what, this build actually looks really good. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make this build, a glass cleaning finisher. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. We're going to go for the two-way finisher pie chart right here. You already see some of the stats. We get a really high block, offensive rebound, defensive rebound. We're able to get those high 80s for the rebounding, the block, and as well as like 80s in interior defense. We're still able to get our elite contact dunks and of course big man contact dunks, because that's important. That's very important, getting those big man contact dunks. But especially as a power forward, having like a really good standing dunk at just a default 6'9" with also an 87 driving dunk, that's huge. That is very huge. Getting those big man contact dunks and elite contact dunks is insane for a big man. So of course, you can do pretty much anything. You can go with the majority speed right here, even though no matter what you choose, you're gonna have a really high speed. But of course, it don't really matter. You can go with like the majority of the vertical right here, which is usually what I would do. You get like a 3 lower, but you also get like a little bit better vertical. You get like 11 higher on your vertical, but add a +8 once you get to 99, and you also go through like a full season, and then you win a championship, get that gym rat badge and all that stuff, so you don't have to do the rep to get it. Once you get the badge from the rep, of course, you don't need to go through and win a championship at all, because you'll already have the +4, but then adding the +4 also once you get to 99 overall. So add on that +8, you can see really high, get an 80 strength, get an 87 vertical. Then of course you still get a whopping like, yeah, you still get like a really high 84 speed, which is still pretty good. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. So here's how we're gonna make it, guys. How we are gonna make it: 88 close shot, of course, maxing out. 77 maxing out. 87, 88 maxing out. But of course, we're not doing much for this. We're just bringing this up 2 points to 49, just so we can get the extra finishing badge, so we can get 20. Not touching shooting at all, because we're not worrying about shooting. We're not even touching free throws. That's what we are not worrying about at all. So pass accuracy, bringing that up and maxing out. We're not touching ball handling, and we're also going to bring up post moves. Just maxing those two out alone with 74 and 76 gives us 10 playmaking badges. If we did max out ball handling, it only gave us 2 badges for that, so it's not really worth it. And then also we're trying to save our points for this right here. So we're not going to the full 80 right here. We are going for a 75. Perimeter, we are going for a 74, maxing that out. And then of course laterals being 68 maxed out. Max out, max out, max out, max out. So you should be able to max out everything here except for interior defense, which when you get to a 99 overall, and if you are playing with like a glass cleaning lock or any other defender that's running Hall of Fame defensive leader, then that's still going to be really good for you, because you get that defensive leader bonus, as well as like your attribute boost if you have like a block and rebounding boost, and even like your dunking boost and all that stuff. So just think about it that way. If you have like your boost and everything, as well as somebody running defensive leader, as well as 99 overall, just take that all into consideration. Just put every option for boost, just put that in there, just so you can see exactly how high your stats will be with all these boosts. Trust me, they're high. They're really good, especially with dunking. Here's why we are going with this type of build and with all this stuff here. So you see all these, you see the stats. I'm going built just because I like my built body types and stuff like that. We're not worrying about burly we're going for built just because, like, I would go burly if we were just like a full-fledged center. Even though, like, it doesn't mean anything, I just like the built body type. But you see the burly. I would go burly if I was like a glass cleaning lock or like some sort of post scorer. I would go burly, but just going with built just because it just looks better of a body type. We're going 6'9" here, and it's mainly just because you go up, you lose your elite contact dunks, you gain that, and then you lose like your perimeter stuff. You get your better interior stuff though. Go down in weight or height, then of course like interior goes up, all that stuff. You still get your elite contact dunks, except that goes up, and then you still get your standing dunk above an 80, but we are not worrying about that at all because we need, of course, the rebounding. So we're staying 6'9", we're going to stay at 232, and we are staying at 85.9. And the reason for that is just because, hey, guess what? You go up at all, it's just going to bring up your block and your steals. Doesn't even do anything for your rebounding, so there's really no point. And then also, I'm just showing you this right now. I'm just going to show you this right now. You can still bring up your wingspan. That's just totally up to you. If you wish to have your blocks and stuff up, great, but I'm showing you exactly like how much you can. Max it out, of course. You don't get that slasher takeover. That's everything that we're worrying about. So you have to take in consideration. I'm showing you guys this right now. You can't increase your wingspan that much because then you'll just lose slasher takeover. So you can only bring it up one tick, and the only reason why you lose slasher takeover is because you lose that post moves. That one down on post moves just really kills it right there. You guys can see it, just that one down on post moves in that one extra increase to block. So that's very, very huge. So you can still bring it up one tick just to go ahead and get that extra 1% boost, that one attribute boost to steal and block. You can still do that if you want to. And then choose slasher takeover because that's what we're here for. Slasher takeover, toxic, glass cleaning finisher, Sean Kemp, Zion, John Collins. Really good build. Let me show you a couple of ideas here for badges. But of course, as you guys can see right off the rip, elite contact dunks, big man contact dunks, you name it. Shooting badges, one of course, shooting badge you can have is slippery off ball. Indeed, going to be really, really good. Is it really good on bronze though? Is it really that effective? Who knows? Or you can also run ice and veins if you are one of those players that people are going to rely on for getting like those last minute drives, and especially when you are late in the game. You can easily drive, get some contact dunks, or maybe you could just drive, get a foul or two late in the game. Ice and veins on bronze, with it at least on bronze, and then you are going to be super toxic because it's just like, hey, they know you can drive, they know you can posterize, so if they are fouling you, even though you have a low free throw rating, ice and veins coming to save the day in those late moments, those late game moments. Really decent badge to go for right here. And this is what I say. I despise ice and veins, but the only time the ice and veins is really good is, of course, if you are like some sort of slasher, or in this case, if you are going to be relied on for getting late game dunks or being sent to the line in the late game. This is the only time that you really should have it, is if you are this kind of build right here, or if you are even a small forward slasher. But in this case, since this build specifically requires you to have like no free throw at all, this is what it's all about. Even though you still will have like a 52, I do believe, or whatever it is. Yeah, 52 free throw. Then yeah, just put it on anyway. It'll still give you that boost. Playmaking badges here. These playmaking badges can be really good, of course, having that needle threader. You can also have a little bit of dream shake or postman technician if you want. It just depends on what you want though. Having that unpluckable, so you know, being stripped is pretty much useless, because they're not able to do anything. Get that quick first step going, at least on bronze, or maybe just send it up to the gold. Having down gold will definitely be good, but you can have like needle threader on silver, pluckball on silver. Definitely have that gold break starter, or that's if, of course, that's if you want to. You don't really need it on gold. You can have that on bronze and then have unpluckable and needle threader on gold. It's just completely up to you, but definitely have quick first step, because especially if you're going to be like one of those slashers with a high driving, you want to make sure that you can get as much speed as you can off of the size up or the triple threat, and you can just easily go ahead and just explode towards that basket, at least with a little more speed, and then be able to get enough speed to get some contact dunk animations and whatnot. So that'll be really, really good. And this right here is the bread and butter, having that contact finisher. Giant Slayer, you can have that on at least silver. It's going to be really, really good. Gold slithery finisher, you can have like some, let's see here, maybe fancy footwork if you want to. Hall of Fame Lob City finisher will be really, really good. Pro touch, consistent finisher, relentless finisher. But your two most important badges here, or your three most important badges: contact finisher, Hall of Fame, slithery finisher on gold. You don't really need a Hall of Fame. You can put a Hall of Fame if you want, and instead of having gold consistent, you can have that on silver. Have your three Hall of Fame badges, which are going to be your three most important ones: Lob City finisher, slithery finisher, and contact finisher. Because having that Hall of Fame Lob City finisher with somebody on the team that's just able to lob, say with like Hall of Fame Lob City passer if they wanted to have it, or just anybody that's just able to lob, you able to catch those lobs, especially with driving dunk that you have, being able to posterize people, Hall of Fame contact finisher, all that stuff. It'll be really, really insane. Of course, you guys see it right here. Improves the player's ability to successfully finish an alley-oop, layup, or dunk. The shot must be taken before the receiver lands, even though that makes no sense whatsoever. It honestly doesn't. Well, of course I know what it means, but there's no point. The shot must be taken before the receiver lands. Obviously, your guy's supposed to be in the air. Do you think we're stupid? I don't know what 2K thinks whenever they write the descriptions of these, but so their finisher, you're able to avoid contact, get a little more blow-bys and stuff like that, and get a couple more animations for whenever you're driving. Of course, Hall of Fame contact finisher, you know the deal for that. Really, really good badges here. And of course, a way that you can play this right here as well, if you wanted to, you can take off like a couple of these badges, and then you can run like pick and roller, maybe take off like pro touch. You can have that on pick and roller, maybe. When rolling off the pick and roll, a shot boost is applied if the layup or dunk attempt comes within a few seconds after catching the pass. Having that pick and roller is really good if you want to have it, but if you're gonna have it, I recommend having brick wall on. So it's just like, okay, he's got brick wall, this guy's gonna be dead serious, and then just everybody trying to go after him. Hall of Fame rebound chaser, Hall of Fame intimidator. Those are your two most important badges there. Put on some silver clamps, and also put on like silver rim protector, and Hall of Fame box. Pogo stick is really good. So these are just like a few badges. You don't have to necessarily use these, but intimidator is going to be your best friend, as well as box and rebound chaser. Brick wall is only there if you want to play that pick and roller type build, where it's like pick and then you roll and then you're able to get the dunk off. That's if you want to play that specific type of player. But of course, you don't have to. You can take brick wall completely off, because you're big anyway. You can just have it on like silver or whatnot, have like rim protector on silver or whatnot. But of course, in this case, having clamps on goal would be really nice if you want to. Silver brick wall, maybe even bronze, and then have that pogo stick on gold as well, or rim protector. It's just completely up to you guys. Me personally, if I'm gonna play the pick and roll, I'll just like keep bronze brick wall, because let's just face it, pick dodger really does nothing in this game. So that's just you know, just better just to have it on a little bit. At least have it on bronze. It's one of those badges that you don't really need that much of, but you can have it on bronze. And of course, it's hard to choose exactly what badges I want. Like, you know, for the extra badges, rebound chaser is really good. Your cold glass clearing finisher, of course. So having that rebound chaser is really good. Box is going to be very important as well, because of you trying to out rebound. Intimidator, just in case they get into the paint, of course, and then you're contesting shots. Rim protector as well, just in case they get into the paint. Clamps, because you do have about the same perimeter defense as you do for interior, so you're able to lock up the perimeter as well. Pogo stick, you know, if you're trying to get some blocks and they pump fake you a little bit, you have the ability to just recover faster, be able to jump like afterwards and stuff like that. Brick wall, of course, like I mentioned, just good to have on bronze. If we had more badges, I'll definitely say like interceptor on bronze, and then like moving truck and post move lock maybe, or maybe even worm. But of course, for this particular reason, we don't even have enough badge points for that, so it's whatever. But this is a really good build. I definitely recommend using this build in, whenever you are playing the power forward position. This is a power forward build. So using this build into power forward is definitely going to be a huge bonus, and especially if you already have a glass cleaning lockdown center, it's going to be really nice, because it's just like, hey, he can just sit there and he can be the one relying on the paint, while you can just be a swimming like medium zone type guy, as well as being able to get into the paint and be that that finisher that you guys need and stuff like that. So a lot of good things can come out of this build, especially playing him in the power forward. I do not recommend using this as, of course, like a replacement for a center, because you are only 6'9". You don't want a Ben Wallace happening. So if you want to be a Ben Wallace, then I just recommend just being a glass cleaning lockdown in the power forward at 6'9". Don't really recommend making this build if you are looking for a replacement for your center. Definitely don't recommend it, but definitely do use this build if you are playing with another big on Park, or if you are going to be playing rec center and you are playing with another center. So it just depends. So let me know what you guys think of this build. I think it's really good for the power forward position, and yeah, just comment your feedback. Like the video if you did enjoy. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon if you also don't want to miss out on a video, because hit that notification bell, get notified whenever I upload. And anyway, guys, I'm going to talk to you all in the next one. Later, everybody.